Howdy all, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Liam. Finally some positivity with this team. 2,162 round rank of just outside the 1,000, and I've dropped down nearly half my rank. Now ranked at 9,000. This is a very similar scenario to last season, where I started off very slowly and then worked my way to the end of the season. I wish our starts were a bit better, but can't complain about this week. Got a bit lucky with a few moves. Missed actually a trade, but the trade I did ended up benefiting my score. So hope you all did all right this week. So this is what the carnage that eventuated within my team. 7 out of 8 wins, first time for the season. Tommy Stewart absolutely dominated the first quarter. It slowed down later on and scaling affected his score a little bit late, but very pleased with him. One of my mistakes this week, I missed trading Goulden on the Saturday night to Guthrie, but went and thought I had enough cash to go Chapman up to Salem, who I liked his role last week. Had a break even of low 20s, and I went, why not just take the gamble? I'm a bit behind. And he started off slow, I was worried, but he played a great third quarter and got Melbourne back. Was one of Melbourne's best to get them back into that game after a very slow start. And 104 I take, considering all of Melbourne's slow starters. Ridley got to 87. Want more for what I paid for him, but at least he's back. He did have just a slow game as well, and the ball. It was a forwards game, so to get to 87 was all right. Laird disposal efficiency wasn't the best in this game, but all Adelaide players struggled, but you're allowed a soft bad week. He's still averaging 100, so just move on and hopefully gets better. But the Crows did look pretty awful, so hopefully that doesn't affect his scores in the future. Jaden Short had a good Friday night. Seems to be very up and down. It's averaging 97, which at the start of the season you nearly take, but when it does go well, he seems to be scoring pretty decent tons. So 116, I'm very happy with that. Kaczynski 66, a rookie scoring that, making me 50k. I'm very pleased. He's now nearly an on-field option. Just he seems to be an option, one of their number one option up forward for the Hawks. So I just don't see him going under 45, 50. Had a slow start getting into it, but he's picked up his pace. Mansell solid 46 and is half decent bench cover. Now midfield, McRae, Dunk. I brought in Duncan this week. Had an amazing start like Stewart, but got affected a bit by scaling for that at the end of the game. It's probably not. Well, I don't want 98s, but I see he does have a pretty good ceiling. So just hope that's just a one-off. McRae and Merritt just solid. Can't fault. You can't expect 120s each week. Oliver, like Salem, it's a very slow start, but picked up as Melbourne got on a roll. Taranto, amazing, and starting to make himself look like a good starting pick, averaging 100, price below that. And GWS with Whitfield now back will look to be picking up a bit of form, which will help Toronto's SuperCoach scores. Powell, absolutely amazing role at North. He started like a house on fire. Got a little knock on the jaw, which affected him a little bit, but he's a very, unfortunately he's not a mid forward, because otherwise he would be a long-term keeper. Not keeper, but someone you want to hold for one of the last held. and Jordan did the same thing. That's something that benefited me with trading. Not trading Gordon meant I played Jordan because I took Scott's emergency 63 to take Grundy's captain option. But Jordan, I ended up having to play Jordan, which I was planning on doing anyway if I didn't take Scott's score. But the way things panned out, he played and 91 got 195 from that, and Chapman only scored 30 odd. So I actually made 30 points up with that move in the end, and Sailor went up 40k, so even more of a benefit. And Gordon did hold his own, but I'll be looking to trade him this week. Gorn got actually just couldn't find it, and that Goldstein played a good game against him. As a North supporter, I was happy with our performance, and hopefully we keep doing that. But Goldie definitely outplayed Gorn in that game. Grundy was expecting 140 against a no Gold Coast ruck. We're always wanting more, but you take that and run and save me from Gorn's disappointment, who I would have captained. Zeeble, very solid with 102. Again, he'll be top 3 forward with his role. Impey, good to get to 74 after they had a very slow start. So scaling did affect him with everything scaled towards the first quarter where he didn't have much impact. Danaher, 109, very pleased. And it'll be hard to know when to trade him. It'll probably be an injury that will force us to trade him, because he's very up and down, but when he's got the ability to score hundreds week in, week out, playing that ruck, a little bit of ruck as well, which helps his scoring. Warner, a bit, again, scaling. I talk about scaling a lot, but all my players seem to play well in dead patches of games, which it doesn't help. It helps fantasy scores, but not SuperCoach scores as such. But you can't complain someone averaging 78 as a rookie is the first price down. So, but as there's no real forwards saying pick me, he'll stay here for longer. Cox was, again, a bit disappointing. I feel like that pick was not the best, but it did provide me with flexibility. So that's something that's underrated in this game, is flexibility, allowing me to play certain scores and do certain trades. So even though he hasn't scored how I wanted him to score, he's helped me bring in some players that I wanted in certain positions. So, oh well. And Rowe I had to play because of Dusty not playing, and he's been very disappointing, but he is continually playing, so provides that bench cover, and that even though it's 36, it's better than a donut. So what can you do? He's never expected to go more than 50 anyways. But so that's my round 7 review. I'm in the step in the right direction, and I hope it keeps continuing, and I'll be back on Thursday for my preview of round 8. Good luck with your trades, and I'll see you then. Catch ya.